Okay. So in the graphs, what have been done right now, beta, you tell me. So what we are doing in the graphs part. So in the graph, displacement versus your time graph. Displacement versus your time graph will always gives me what? Velocity beta. Dx by dt is velocity of a point P. Our slope of your dx by dt is nothing but tan theta. So tan theta is equals to velocity of the P. This velocity will be either positive or negative depending upon the slope beta. If theta is lesser than 90 degrees, that will be positive. Theta is 90 degrees, that will be negative. That is the reason velocity at point P is positive. Velocity at point Q is your negative. In the same way, VT graph, if I'm going right now, the VT graph will always gives me the slope of VT graph always gives me what beta? Acceleration will always gives me what? Acceleration will always gives me what? Acceleration. Theta lesser than 90 degrees, acceleration will be positive. Greater than 90 degrees, the acceleration will be negative. And area under your velocity versus your time graph. Area under your velocity versus your time graph will always gives me what beta? Area of your VT graph will always gives me what? Displacement will always gives me displacement. And you know that displacement is a vector quantity. So above the principal axis you take positive, below the principal axis you take time axis you take it as a negative. Distance will never be negative, so distance will be equal to your s1 plus of s2, and displacement will be equal to your s1 minus of your s2. And area under your acceleration versus time graph will always gives me change in velocity, because a is equals to dv by dt. If I take here, it is a into dt is equals to dv. So area under your AT graph will always gives me what beta? Change in velocity, but not velocity, but not velocity. Make sure of that one beta, everyone. Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next point. ये वाला मुझे जल्दी जल्दी बताओ. Say if I'm taking the graph like this. This is your x versus your t graph, and this is a straight line like this. What do you mean by this one? What do you mean by this one? Velocity is equals to 0. That means the particle is at rest.
Rest.
Particle is at your rest position. If I take this position like this is your x versus your t, and the graph is going like this. Take the slope anywhere right now, beta. This will be your theta. And this is the, so velocity will always give me what beta? Tan theta. That will always be your positive because it is lesser than 90 degrees. So particle is moving away from the origin and with the constant velocity. So the body is moving with what velocity beta? It is moving with your constant velocity, and that will be your positive. If the graph is something like this beta, let's say this is your x versus your t graph, and this is your slope right now. So if I'm coming from here to here. So if I take the angle right now, if I draw a tangent to anywhere right now, this angle theta is your greater than 90 degrees. So obviously it will be what? Negative. So V is equals to your right now for me tan theta, that will be equal to your negative. That means the particle is moving towards the origin. It is again constant velocity, but that will be in the negative part of it. Clear for everyone? So firstly, you tell me these graphs also. I hope everyone knows these graphs also. I'm writing it roughly right now for you. So this is your x versus your t. If the graph is right now like this. So what is happening right now, beta? Acceleration is right now. See, for example, if I take different times right now, as the time is increasing right now for me, the position of the particle V is equal to tan theta. What is happening to the value of theta? That will be your decreasing. So velocity will be equal to your positive. So acceleration will become for me your negative part of it. So velocity is right now for me what? Velocity is decreasing, but it will be your positive. But acceleration will be equal to your negative. It means the particle is moving with the positive velocity, but negative acceleration. The same way, if the particle is right now like this moving, this is also your x versus your t graph, and this graph is parabola like this in the upward direction. So if I'm going right now from this position to this position to this position to this position right now, so V is equals to what for me beta? Tan theta. So tan theta is right now what happening? Increasing. That means it will be what for me? Positive. So acceleration will also be the positive. That means the particle is moving with positive velocity and positive acceleration. That means I can say that one, it is an accelerated motion. It is an accelerated motion. It is an accelerated motion. This will be your retarded motion. This will be your retarded motion because acceleration is negative for you. Now, if I draw the graph like this, can anyone tell me what will be the answer for me? If I'm drawing the graph like this is your x versus your t graph, x versus your t graph, and the slope of this one is like this. So if I'm coming from this position to this position to this position to this position right now. So what is happening to V? V is equals to your right now for me tan theta, and that is right now for me what? Negative, because theta is increasing right now from here.
Yes, sir.
So if I'm taking the slope right now, if I draw a tangent, this will be here right now, this will be here right now, this will be here right now. So tan theta value is increasing. Acceleration will also be your negative. That means the particle is moving with negative velocity and negative acceleration. That means it is also what? Accelerated motion. This is also your Accelerated motion. Velocity is negative, acceleration is also negative. Now tell me what will be the answer for this one, beta? This is your acceleration versus your time graph, and the graph is something like this. So V is equals to what for me, beta? Slope of your x versus t graph will always gives me what? Velocity, and that one will be equal to negative. Why? So if I'm taking right now point P, point Q, point R, if I draw a tangents right now for that one. So what is happening to the tangents value right now with respect to this one, beta? Theta value is being decreasing. So acceleration will become for me what? Positive. Okay. So the particle is moving with the negative velocity, but positive acceleration. That means it is your what type of a motion, beta? Retarded motion. So this will be your retarded motion. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
So like that, we have different types of the graphs. Beta, roughly I have told you for the x versus your t graph. You can also take with your acceleration velocity graphs and try to simplify the numericals related to that. Is it clear for everyone? Any doubt in this one? Any doubt in this one to anyone?
Sir, last one.
Yes, beta?
Yes, sir. Sir, last में acceleration positive.
Yes, beta?
Yes, sir.
Last में acceleration positive.
Last का acceleration positive, velocity negative है ना बेटा, time is increasing, position is been decreasing, isn't it? So tan theta value is been decreasing right now here, and accelerated, this particle is been moving in the forward direction. That means it is an accelerated motion only, na? And it is accelerating in this direction with negative displacement. So that is the reason acceleration is positive but negative velocity. So that will be a retarded motion because time is increasing with respect to your time right now here. Okay.
Okay.
कुछ और डाउट है किसी को इसमें ग्राफ में?
सर एक बार एक्सेलरेशन को कैसा लेना साइन वो बताइएगा.
क्लियर है? चलो नेक्स्ट वाला देखो बेटा, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी का. रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी कैसा करते हैं बेटा हम लोग? Velocity of your A with respect to B means what, beta? Velocity of A with respect to ground minus velocity of B with respect to ground, isn't it? So relative velocity is just what, the beta? Subtraction of your vectors. If I'm talking about velocity of B with respect to you, that means velocity of B minus velocity of A. Ground will be common, beta, because velocity of the ground we always take it as of your 0. Okay, like see in this one, A is moving in the front direction 3 meter per second, B is also moving in the same direction 2 meter per second. So velocity of A with respect to B means 3 minus 2, that will be equal to 1. In this one, see, A is moving in the front direction 3 meter per second and B is moving in opposite direction with 2 meter per second. So when they are moving in opposite direction, velocity of A with respect to B will be equal to 3 minus of 2. That means 3 plus 2, that will be equal to 5 meter per second. Same direction, it will be negative. Opposite direction, it will become for me positive. When both of them are moving perpendicular to each other, let's say velocity of here A is moving 3 meter per second like this, and B is moving upward direction with 4 meter per second. So velocity of A with respect to ground means what, beta? Velocity of your A with respect to B, sorry, that will be equal to your VA minus of your VB. That means VA, acceleration due to gravity, is what, beta? This will become for me VA plus, this is addition of your negative vector, negative of subtraction of vector. B ka direction reverse kar lo. So A ka velocity is in the same direction 3. B is right now negative, so reverse this one. So these two are perpendicular to each other. So resultant is given by the formula under root of your VA square plus VB square minus 2 VA VB into your cos theta. That means that will become for me under root of VA square plus VB square. VA is 3, VB is equals to 4. So under root of your 9 plus of your 16, that will be equal to root 25. That means 5 meter per second. Now if I need to calculate this angle here right now, so tan alpha is equals to 4 by 3. So alpha is equals to your tan inverse of your 4 by 3. In the same way, here you see this one. A is moving in the positive x-axis of 20 meter per second. B is moving with 10 meter per second, making an angle of 60 degrees. So you can do it with the two methods better, but try to do it with the vector method or by the resolution of a vectors part definition. So first one is by the subtraction of a vectors. I need to calculate velocity of A with respect to B. So velocity of A with respect to B means VA minus of VB. That means it is VA plus minus of VB. That means it is addition of the negative vector of your B. So just reverse the direction of your B, beta. So I'm reversing the direction of your B. If this is making an angle 60 degrees, angle between A and B will be equal to how much, beta? 120 degrees. So relative velocity of A with respect to B means what, beta? Relative velocity of A with respect to B is under root of VA square plus VB square plus 2 VA VB into cos 120. Because we are taking the angle between A and B is 120. Cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. This 2 will get cancelled. 20 whole square is 400. 10 whole square is 100. 2 will get cancelled. 20 into 10 is 200. So 500 minus 200, that will be equal to 300. Root 300. Root 300 can be written as of your 10 into root 3. If I need to calculate the angle, parallelogram law of vector addition का direction formula I'm applying. Tan alpha is equals to q into sin theta divided by p plus q into cos theta. That is equals to 10 into sin 120 divided by 20 plus of your 10 into cos 120. Cos 120 is root 3 by 2. Cos 120, sorry, sin 120 is root 3 by 2. Cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. You simplify it, will get the value of your tan alpha from that one. Is that clear? Or else by you can do it by the vector method also better. Velocity of A with respect to ground is given how much for me? 20 meter per second. See, this is moving in the 20 I j cap. Now you resolve this for 10 meter per second into x-axis and y-axis beta. So if I resolve this one, what is the components I'll be getting beta? In this direction, I'll be getting 10 cos, and in this direction, I'll be getting 10 sin. That's
sin.
what I have done right now there. So 10 cos 60 I cap plus 10 sin 60 j cap. Cos 60 is nothing but equal to 1 by 2, so it is 5. Sin 60 is nothing but root 3 by 2, so it is 5 root 3 j cap. So velocity of A with respect to B means BA minus of VB. Velocity of A is 20 I cap. Velocity of B is 5 I cap plus 5 root 3 j cap. So I cap will get subtract. So 20 minus 5, that will become 15 I cap minus 5 root 3 j cap. So magnitude of this one will become for me 15 whole square plus minus of 5 root 3 whole square. Simplify, will get root 300. That is equals to 10 root 3. Again, if I need to calculate the angle, tan alpha is equals to 5 root 3 divided by 15. So it is 1 by root 3. Tan alpha 1 by root 3 means alpha will be equal to 30 degrees. That will be giving me the answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me do some problems based on this one better fastly. See the first question. The rain is falling vertically downwards with a velocity of 6 meter per second, and the man is been moving horizontally with a velocity of 8 meter per second. Find the velocity of the rain with respect to the man. First question, you see, the rain is falling vertically down. Vertically down, you take it as of your minus k cap beta. With a velocity of 6 meter per second, and a man is moving horizontally with a velocity of 8 meter per second. I'm doing by the vector method beta. You see right now, velocity of rain with respect to ground is minus 6 k cap. Velocity of man with respect to ground is 8 I cap. So velocity of rain with respect to man means velocity of rain minus velocity of man. So it is minus of 6 k cap minus of 8 I cap. So magnitude निकालो इसका under root of minus 6 whole square plus minus of 8 square. 6 6 are 36, 8 8 are 64. 8 8 are 64. So this will be 60, 70, 80. So this will become for me root 100. So root 100 will be equal to 10 meter per second. So it is minus I cap. So minus I cap. This is minus k cap. This is minus k cap. This will be the resultant. That means it is making angle alpha with horizontal and beta with your vertical. So if I need to calculate the value of alpha, tan alpha will become how much for me beta? 6 by 8. Isn't it? 6 by 8. That means 3 by 4. So alpha is 37 degrees. Tan beta is how much for me? 8 by 6. That is 3 by 4. So beta will be equal to 53 degrees. Clear? Next one. Question number 2, very important. From a lighthouse, an observer observes the two ships A and B. Ship A is proceeding towards the north at a speed of 20 root 2 km per hour, and ship B is proceeding towards the northeast at a speed of 20 km per hour. Find in which direction and with what speed the ship B would appear to move to an observer standing on the deck of the ship A. Okay, so the question from this one. From a lighthouse, an observer observes the two ships A and B. Ship A is proceeding towards the north. It is speed of how much beta? 20 root 2 km per hour. And ship B is proceeding towards the north with what velocity beta? Northeast. Northeast
20
matlab sit on the east and move towards the north by that much angle. Northeast matlab exactly at the 45 degrees. It is speed of how much? 20 km per hour. Find in which direction and at what speed the ship B would appear to move to an observer standing on the deck of your ship A. So first draw the diagram for this one. So diagram see here first one. The first one is velocity of your A with respect to ground is 20 root 2 along north direction. That means J cap. Then B is moving with the direction of your north of east. North of your east means sit on the east and go towards the north. When nothing angle is being given, we will be taking exactly at 45 degrees. So this is the velocity of the B, that is 20. This is making an angle 45 degrees. So it is 20 cos 45. This is 20 sin 45. So velocity of A with respect to ground is 20 root 2 J cap. Velocity of the B with respect to ground is 20 cos 45 I cap plus 20 sin 45 J cap. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So it is 20 by root 2, 20 by root 2. So it is 10 root 2 I cap plus 10 root 2 I cap. Now I need to calculate the velocity of B with respect to A. So velocity of B minus velocity of B. Velocity of the B I got right now 10 root 2 I cap plus 10 root 2 J cap. Velocity of A is minus of 20 into root 2 I cap. I cap and I cap to simplify that will be getting 10 root 2 I cap minus 10 root 2 J cap. That means velocity magnitude if I am taking, that will become for me how much better? 20 meter per second. So this is 10, this is 10, and resultant of that one will be 20 root 2 meter. When these two are same, it will be making an angle of 45 degrees with x-axis, or with vertical also the angle will be equal to 45 degrees. That's not a problem. ठीक है, चलो ये क्वेश्चन ट्राई करो बेटा एवरीवन. A man is walking due west with a velocity of 3 km per hour and rain appears to fall vertically with a velocity of 4 km per hour. Find the velocity of rain with respect to the ground. Take a minute of your time. Can anyone give the answer? Question number 3. A man is walking due west with a velocity of 3 km per hour and rain is appearing to be falling vertically with a velocity of 4 km per hour. Find the velocity of rain with respect to ground. Just draw the diagram better. Man is walking in this direction better towards the west. With what velocity? 3 km per hour. And rain is appearing to fall vertically with a velocity of 4 km. Vertically down मतलब क्या बोला मैंने? You need to take the negative. So velocity of rain is minus of your k cap. It is falling in the downward direction. Velocity of the man with respect to ground is minus of your 3 I cap because he's moving in the west direction. So this is your east, this is your west, this is your north, and this is your south. So velocity of rain with respect to man means velocity of rain minus velocity of your man. Okay, very good. So velocity of rain, how much we got? Minus of 4. Velocity of rain, I need to calculate. Velocity of man is minus of 3. So velocity of rain will be equal to minus 3 I cap minus 4 j cap. Magnitude nikalo under root of 3 square plus 4 square, that is root 25, that is equals to 5. So if I need to make an angle theta, so tan theta will be equal to 3 by 4. Theta is equals to 37 degrees. Okay? Sure. See this question, but can anyone tell me the answer for this one? Try this one, better everyone. Two cars A and B are running with the same speed V along an east and B towards your north. But if you need a very neat explanation of the relative velocity in slow way, you can refer my video recorded lecture. They're already there in the YouTube, where I have completely recorded the relative velocity concept in detail and with good number of your numerical part of relation. Okay? So see this question better. Question number 6. Two cars A and B are running with the same speed V. So A along east and B towards the north. Car A is at the origin O and B is at a distance D as shown in figure. I'll show you the figure better. After how much time the distance between the cars is minimum and what is the minimum distance? This is really very important model to be remembered better. So very important model. ऐसे वाले questions अपने को करना आना जरूरी है. First try to read the questions right now here. So two cars A and B are moving. So these are the cars right now. I can write here. Here. This is your y-axis, this is your x-axis. So this is your east, this is your west, this is your north, and this is your south. Okay. So the first condition, this is your A beta, this is your point A, and it is moving towards the east with this velocity V. And here is somewhere your B, and B is moving towards the north like this. Okay. So this is your origin O. Okay. So initial distance between them. Now read the question. Two cars A and B are running with the same speed V. A is along the east and B towards the north. Car A is at the origin O and B is at a distance D as shown in the figure. So this is your distance D. The distance between your A and your B is equal to how much for me? Your D part of relation. After how much time the distance between the cars is minimum and what is the minimum distance between them? So we need to calculate the minimum distance and as well as of your minimum time. What is the distance between the cars? At what time the minimum distance we are getting right now for this? Both of them are moving with the same velocity beta. That is the velocity. First find the velocity of your B with respect to your A. So velocity of your B with respect to your A means what beta? Velocity of your B minus velocity of your E. So don't change the direction of the velocity of the B. Velocity of the B will be moving in the upward direction only with your V. But A ka reverse direction kar lo because it is your velocity of the B plus addition of your negative vector of your V. That means if I'm taking the relative less to, you add this tail to this one. So this will be your V. So the resultant will be going in this direction. So this will be the velocity of the B with respect to your E. So how much I'll be getting beta? Velocity of the B with respect to your A will be equal to under root of your V square plus V square. Angle is right now in between them 90 degrees. So that will be equal to your root 2 into your V, root 2 into your V. So what will be the angle made by this one beta? As the both the velocities are same, so alpha must be equal to your 45 degrees. Clear? Clear? Now what do you do
Yes,
is,
sir.
from the given origin right now, whenever we need to calculate the minimum time particulation, so first calculate the distance between them. Say for example, this is your origin, that is nothing but of your O, and this is your A, isn't it? So we got the relative velocity beta in this direction. If the B would have been here, we have got this one as what beta? Relative velocity of your B with respect to your A. With respect to this one, with the resultant velocity, what you do is drop a perpendicular to your A. Drop a perpendicular to your A particulation. So this is your perpendicular right now for me. This is your V, this is your V. So this is your 45 degrees. So obviously this angle is also for me your 45 degrees. And this distance is right now for me your D. This distance is nothing but of your D. So this is your A, this is your B, and say for example, this is a point of your C. Okay, now this A to C will be equal to your A to C, whatever I'm taking, this will be the minimum distance between the cars. A to C will be the minimum distance. Got an idea how to draw the minimum distance beta? पहले relative
Yes, sir.
velocity निकालो, the direction of resultant velocity drop a perpendicular to the A particulation, जिससे भी हम लोग निकाल रहे हैं उससे perpendicular drop कर लो. That means A to C will be equal to how much beta? You resolve the D right now beta. This is D. So if I resolve here, this will become for me how much beta? Can you tell me what will be the angle right now for me? This is your D and this is making an angle of your theta. Okay, so this will become for me D into cos and this will become for me D into sine. So this will be D into cos 45 degrees and in this direction this will become for me D into your sine 45 degrees. So this AC is parallel to this one. So this will become for me D into sine of your 45. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. That means this will become for me D by root. Okay, so that will become for me D by root 2. So minimum distance is between them D by root 2. So time taken will be equal to how much beta? Distance between them. So what is the distance between them right now for this one? If I'm writing right now, this is the distance traveled by that time. So that will be equal to your BC divided by your relative velocity of your B with respect to your A. So B to C will be equal to how much beta? D into your cos 45 degrees divided by velocity of B with respect to how much for me? Root 2 into your V. That means that will become for me D cos 45 is nothing but 1 by your root 2 into this one is root 2 into V. Root 2 into root 2 is nothing but of your D by your 2 into your V. So that will be the time. And distance will be equal to D by root 2 and time will be equal to your D by 2V. Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Minimum distance or minimum time निकालने के लिए बेटा first find out the relative velocity. Now from the direction of the relative velocity drop a perpendicular from point A. So this will give me the minimum distance. This will give me the minimum distance. So minimum distance is this one. This is D. If you resolve this D into the components, this is D cos 45. This is D sin 45. This D sin 45 will be equal to your CAR AC. So AC will be equal to D sin 45. That is D by root. So time will be equal to, time is equal to distance traveled from here to here, that is B to C divided by velocity from B to your A. So that is D cos 45 divided by root 2. We simplify it, will get D by 2. Clear? Eh? This question you try beta. Anyone? Three particles A, B, and C are situated at the vertices of an equilateral triangle ABC of side D at T is equal to 0. Each of the particle moves with constant speed V. A always has its velocity along the AB, B along your BC, and C along your CA. At what time will the particle will meet each other? Come on, try to do it, anyone. Relative velocity का concept ये. मिनिमम डिस्टेंस शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस का भी कॉन्सेप्ट मैंने यूट्यूब पे बहुत डिटेल लेक्चर डाल के रखा है. रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी का पूरा एक आर्टिकल है 9 और 10 लेक्चर्स का. दैट इज फॉर 9 आवर्स और 10 आवर्स का खाली रिलेटिव वेलोसिटीज का लेक्चर है. यू कैन सी देयर इफ यू नीड टू गो इन डिटेल, बट दिस इज नॉट द टाइम टू डू इन डिटेल ईच एंड एवरीथिंग बेटा. जैसा प्रॉब्लम्स करा जा रहा है उस प्रॉब्लम को सीधी तरह से याद रख लेना, प्रैक्टिस करना. द मोर एंड मोर प्रैक्टिस दैट विल गिव एन आइडिया हाउ टू डू द न्यूमेरिकल पार्टिकुलेशन. So let's see this question beta. Three particles A, B, and C are situated at the vertices of an equilateral triangle. So let me draw an equilateral triangle right now for me. Question number 9. So this is an equilateral triangle. Okay. So this is say for example A, this one is say for example B, and this one is say for example C. Say for example, A is moving towards your B, and B is moving towards your C, and C is moving towards your A. And finally, they are meeting at your center O. That means after a certain interval of a time, this is traveling and meeting towards the center. And after a certain interval of a time, this is also coming and meeting at your center O. And this one is also, it is coming and meeting at your point of your O. An equilateral triangle, this is your 60 degrees. This angle is also your 60 degrees. And this angle is also your 60 degrees. Very simple, better. See here right now, if I'm talking about the relative velocity of your A with respect to the B, with respect to your B, along your AB, along your AB. Any line you can take, beta, that will be equal to. This is the V, beta. So this is your V. This one is minus. This is your V. So resolve this one V into component, beta. This will become for me V into your cos of your 60, isn't it? So if I'm writing for this one, V of this one, minus of this one will become for me V into your cos of your 60. Both of them are in opposite directions. It is V plus V into your cos of your 60. So that will become how much for me? Cos 60 is nothing but how much for me? 1 by 2. So this will become for me 3V by 2. So velocity of your A with respect to B along your AB will be equal to how much for me? 3 by 2 times of your V. Is it clear? 20. So if I am taking right now, this is the velocity of your A in this direction. And here this is the velocity V beta. And this is making an angle of your 60 degrees. So resolve this one into components. So this one is V into cos of your 60. Both of them are in opposite direction, and the distance between them is, say, for example, of your D. So velocity of your A with respect to B is how much for me? 3V by your 2. The point where they are meeting, so time after which the separation between A and B will become 0 means what, beta? So T will become for me distance traveled by velocity of your A with respect to B. So that will become for me T divided by your 3V divided by 2. That means that will become for me 2D divided by 3V. So time after which the three particles will the meet will be equal to how much, beta? So T will be equal to your 2 into your T. This will be your 2D divided by your 3 into your V. आया समझ में करना कुछ नहीं है. देखो बेटा, मैंने इसका component ले लिया है. You have taken the component of the B and added to your A. Or else you can take between B and C, and C and A also you can do the problem. So now try this problem, beta. Repeat the previous problem in the following cases. I need to calculate the relative velocity of your B with respect to your A or A with respect to B. This is A with respect to B only. A is moving towards the B is moving towards the C, and C is moving towards the D, and D is moving towards your E. And finally, they are meeting at the center part of the lake. Can anyone tell me what will be the velocity, beta? You take A to B or B to C anywhere. Bol the answer. See, in the square, point A is moving in this direction, beta, with a velocity V, and B is moving in this direction right now here, V. An angle between them is how much, beta? If I'm attaching the angle between them, this angle is equal to how much for me? 90 degrees. So velocity of your A with respect to B will be equal to your how much, beta? So this is your how much for me? Can anyone tell me? This will be equal to your cos 90. So how much I'll be getting? So component कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? So I don't have any component cos 90. Cos 90 will become 0. So this will become for me V minus 0. That will be equal to only V, isn't it? So time taken will be equal to your distance by velocity. That is your answer. That's it. So the second one. Hexagon. A is moving towards the B, B is moving towards C, C is moving towards the D, D is moving towards E, E is moving towards F, F is moving towards E. And everything is moving with velocity of your V particle. I need to find out the time at which they will be meeting at the center particle. Can anyone tell me the answer for this one, beta? Hexagon draw kar lo. A to B. So this is your point A and this is your point B. So this is moving towards like this. This is your V, and this is moving in this direction, right? This is your velocity V. And with the horizontal, it is making an angle of your how much for me? 60 degrees. I can resolve this one into components better. If this is moving with your V, this will become for me V into cos 60, and this will become for me V into your sin 60. So velocity of your A with respect to your B along your line AB will be equal to how much better? V. This one is minus. This one is also your minus of your V into your cos 60. So that will become for me how much better? V minus V by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 is nothing but how much for me? V by 2. So time taken will be equal to how much better? Time taken is equals distance between A and B is given in the problem as D. So it is D divided by your V by 2. So that will become for me 2D divided by your B. So this will be that. Very good. हाँ बेटा, इसमें ज्यादा कुछ करना नहीं है बेटा, ज्यादा डेप्थ में जाके क्वेश्चंस मत करो, इसके ऊपर बेसिक बेसिक क्वेश्चंस ही करने की कोशिश करो और वेक्टर्स का रिजॉल्विंग ऑफ ए कंपोनेंट्स करो, क्योंकि नीट में इससे ज्यादा हट के आप लोग को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती। So make sure that one basic questions ही करो and don't waste the time behind your unnecessary questions. In the relative velocity, one more small concept data which is very important for us, that is about your river and boat problems part of relation. Whenever you are doing the river and boat problem, to cross the boat to cross the river in the minimum time part of relation, such type of questions are very important in this one. So do you have any idea related to this one बेटा? 5-10 मिनट में मैं आप लोग को जल्दी से रिवाइज कर देता हूँ the nectar which has been required. Don't go in much deeper than that one और बड़े बड़े questions मत करो. So just try to do the basic thing, that is more than enough. एक तो होता है मेरे पास शॉर्टेस्ट टाइम का कॉन्सेप्ट, शॉर्टेस्ट टाइम टेकन, शॉर्टेस्ट टाइम टू क्रॉस द रिवर. Say for example, this is your river. Okay, width of this river is, say for example, W. W is your width of your river, and water is been flowing in this one. So here there is a man right now, initial position. So this is the velocity of your man. Okay, this is the velocity of your man, and river is being flowing in this direction. So river is being flowing in this direction. This is the velocity of your river. So velocity of river will push the man right now. So because of that one, this will get the resultant velocity. So the velocity of the man will be in this direction. So this is the velocity of the man with respect to river. So he's turning by an angle of a theta. And finally, he reaches at this position. He was supposed to reach here, but because of the velocity of the river, which is been flowing in the front direction because of the river, the person will meet somewhere at this point. So this will be the drift. This will be the drift.
Drift
Clear?
velocity.
This is initial position, this is your final position, and this is your initial position. So velocity of the river will be equal to your how much better? Can anyone tell me? Velocity of the river will be equal to your how much? Can anyone tell me? See here, velocity of the river we are getting in terms of two components. Na beta? So velocity of the x-axis, we write this one as of your dx by your dt, isn't it? Our time taken will be t, and velocity of vy will be equal to how much better? dy divided by your dt. That means velocity of the river will be equal to your how much better? Velocity of the river will be equal to your width of that one, whatever the width you are taking. V is equals to your distance traveled by the horizontal distance divided by your time. So I can say this one is your horizontal distance traveled by your time, isn't it? So horizontal drift I can say, or horizontal distance. So this is your horizontal drift. So I can write this one as of your d by your t. So velocity of the man will be equal to how much better? Velocity of the man will be equal to width divided by your time. That means the tan theta from that one will come out for me. Tan theta value is equals to velocity of river divided by velocity of man, or that is equals to your capital D divided by your width of this one. That is nothing but W. This D and this one is nothing but of your W part of this. So tan theta part. Is that clear? So that was about your shortest time part of a relation, shortest time of your position part of a relation. Is that clear? Now, if I'm talking about your shortest distance, if I'm talking about your shortest distance, for shortest distance, we need to move against the river flow. Let's say this is a basic things which you know, and water is being flowing in this one right now. This and this is the velocity of river. That is the velocity of your river. Now, in order to reach the shortest distance, that means if I'm starting somewhere from your point A, the point B will be my shortest distance. So in order to reach exactly an opposite direction, I need to start my journey against the water flow. That means this should be the velocity of your man or swimmer, what it means. So he'll be pushed here right now. So this will be the theta. So finally he'll be going in this direction. So this will be the velocity of the man with respect to the river. So if I resolve this Vm, here I'll be getting right now Vm into your cos theta. And in this direction, I'll be getting velocity of the man into your sin theta. And the width of this river is nothing but equal to your W. This is your width of the river. So now see here, this is again initial position. This is your final position. So for this one, horizontal displacement will be equal to how much beta? Drift will be equal to 0. And velocity of the man with respect to river is in which direction beta? Y-axis part affiliation. So velocity of the man with respect to river is equals to your Vm into your cos theta in the Y direction. And velocity of your man into your sin theta, that will be equal to velocity of the river, equal and opposite part affiliation, isn't it? So therefore I can write here, velocity of this one will be equal to your minus of your velocity. Vectors kabatti, I'm writing both of them in the same condition. Clear for everyone? So for a shortest distance, velocity of the man with respect to river must be equal to your velocity of man into cos theta. Velocity of man into sin theta will be equal to velocity of your river. That means Vy will become how much better? Vy will be equal to your y component divided by t. That means I can write from this one, y component is Vm into your cos theta is equals to y component is your width divided by your time taken. So from this one, I can calculate the time taken to the shortest distance, means I can write here right now for me what? W will be equal to Vmd into your cos theta. Or T is equals to your W by your Vm into your cos theta part of relation. So these are the important relation and concepts you need to remember. For shortest distance against the flow of water, for shortest time in the direction of your current of your water. That will give me the answer. Is that clear for everyone? Is that clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन करा देता हूँ, देखो इस पे कैसे होते हैं प्रॉब्लम्स. बेसिक क्वेश्चन ही होता है, बस थोड़ा सा आप लोग का वेक्टर आप लोग का क्लैरिटी होना चाहिए. If that is clear, then you can do such type of a questions very easily. So try to do this question better. At what angle a man from the flow of river must start swimming with 8 meter per second. 8 meter per second in a river with a flow of 4 meter per second. 4 meter per second if he wishes to cross the river, covering minimum distance. कोई बता सकता है क्या? देखो जल्दी से इसका आंसर. पहले क्वेश्चन को अच्छी तरह से पढ़ने की कोशिश करो, then everything will get up. At what angle a man from the flow of river must start swimming with 8 meter per second in a river which is flowing with 4 meter per second if he wishes to cross the river covering minimum distance. Minimum distance मतलब कहाँ पर जाना है? So he'll start from here and he was supposed to reach on the opposite. That means this velocity of the man should be equal to how much for me? 8 meter per second here. This should be equal to theta, and this will be the velocity of man with respect to river. And if I resolve it, this will become for me 8 into sin theta. And this is the velocity of river. Velocity of river is 4 meter per second. That means with the river flow, he will be making this angle. Na? So this will be equal to how much we need to calculate. So this theta angle will be equal to how much for me? Can anyone tell me right now? So this will be equal to your 8 into sin theta must equal to 4. That means sin theta will be equal to 4 by 8. So it is 4 ones are 4 2s are 1 by 2. That means theta will be equal to 30 degrees. So if theta is equals to 30 degrees, means this beta value will be equal to how much for beta or alpha, jo bhi hai. So this alpha value will be equal to 90 plus 30. That means it should be making an angle of 120 degrees with the shore, or theta degrees with the vertical. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
सिंपल है ना क्वेश्चन?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, आप लोग की वॉइस तो कम आ रही है, मुझे पता नहीं क्या है। ठीक है चलो। और एक क्वेश्चन दे रहा हूँ, ट्राई करो जल्दी से। what will be the horizontal drift? What will be the horizontal drift if a man starts swimming with 10 meter per second in a river having flow of 20 meter per second and width of 6 meter. If he wishes to cross the river in shortest time. So you know that for shortest time he should be moving in which direction, beta? In the direction of your flow of your river. तो ये हो गया river and ये हो गया इसका width, and the river is been flowing in the front direction, like this. Okay. Now this is your right now like this. This is the velocity of your man, that is equals to 10 meter per second. If he needs to reach here right now, velocity of the river will try to make him to meet on this one. So, and the velocity of the river is how much for me? Velocity of river is equals to 20 meter per second. That is the flow he has given. And this is the what I'm getting, velocity of the man with respect to the river. And this is your width, and this is making an angle of your theta. And this will be the drift right now. From here to here, this will be the drift. That is nothing but of your drift, horizontal drift. Okay. So tan theta will be equal to how much, beta? Velocity of the river divided by your velocity of the man. That means horizontal drift divided by your W. So velocity of river, how much we are getting right now? Velocity of river is 20. Velocity of man is nothing but 10. Drift we need to calculate. Width will be equal to how much for me? 6. So D value is how much I'm getting, beta? ये 0 चले जाए. So D is equals to how much for me? 12 meters. बात खत्म. क्वेश्चन देखने के लिए बड़ा है, लेकिन आंसर वन वर्ड है बेसिकली. क्लियर है? क्लियर है? सो टुडे यू ट्राई टू प्रैक्टिस योर रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी रिवर एंड बोट के थोड़ी बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स करो, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है. तो एक तो ही फॉर्मूले है इसके ऊपर, ग्राफ के ऊपर थोड़ा एप्लीकेशन कर लो, that will help you out. And the tomorrow session of the class will start with your next topic as per the schedule. Maybe we will be lagging by 1 or 2 days, but we'll try to do it out that topic. Okay?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है बेटा.
Jazakallah khair.
Actually I'm getting tired a lot. मॉर्निंग से क्लासेस चल रहे हैं, इसलिए थोड़ा बहुत ये हो जा रहा है. What chemistry? क्या केमिस्ट्री भी पढ़ाना है? Sir, the diagram problem is important. Which diagram problem, beta? केमिस्ट्री के लिंक बोलो. केमिस्ट्री के लिंक भी बहुत सारे टीचर्स है बेटा, लेकिन आप लोग केमिस्ट्री के लिए आई डू पर्सनली से दैट आप लोग एनसीईआरटी निकाल के पहले इनऑर्गेनिक या एटलीस्ट फिजिकल के थोड़े बहुत क्वेश्चंस कर लो. एक 120 का मिनिमम टारगेट होना केमिस्ट्री में, किसी हाल में भी. पेपर टफ है, इजी है. 120, 130, 140 कंपल्सरी टारगेट होना है. और उसके लिए इनऑर्गेनिक रोज पढ़ते रहना, देन ओनली यू कैन डू समथिंग, अदरवाइज इट्स नॉट प्रॉब्लम. सो द diagram problem is important. Triangles, yeah, that are important. ठीक है. Actually, I'm little bit tired today. बहुत ज़्यादा tired हूँ because I start the classes morning in the 7 o'clock से continuous classes हो रहे हैं मेरे, even though I'm fasting also. So till Ramzan, I may be feeling little bit drowsy or little bit of a low with energy. Please try to cope up with this 2-3 days. Maybe after Ramzan, we'll try to come back to our activities. Okay? चलो, take care. जज़ाकल्लाह. और ये इनिशियल के चैप्टर्स है, ऑलरेडी डिड दिस चैप्टर वेरी डिटेलली ऑन यूट्यूब. अगर आपको इन डिटेल में चाहिए अबाउट रिवर एंड बोट प्रॉब्लम, यू हैव द कंप्लीट लिंक इन द यूट्यूब, लेकिन इट विल टेक 9 to 10 आवर्स टू डू इन डिटेल, लेकिन अब इतना टाइम नहीं है। और 9 to 10 आवर्स का पूरा कंसर्ट मैंने 1 घंटे 30 मिनट से लेकर 40 मिनट की क्लास में डाल दिया है। उसको आप लोग रिवाइज करते रहो, दैट विल बी मोर टाइम। ठीक है, चलो, जज़ाकल्लाह, टेक केयर, बाय।